Hey trainers, he likes to go here, back with another battle video. Today we're going to be doing some open Great League battles that pretty much got me from the beginning of rank 1 all the way to ace fairly fast. I did not create this team myself, I got it from Yasser Elite. If you're wondering who that is, it is going to be another YouTuber, and he showcases that teams that top rank 1 players create whenever the new season starts or just in general. Battles himself is a great battler and very knowledgeable dude. I would definitely recommend checking him out. Here you're gonna see screenshots of the teams that I screenshot each one, and I pretty much pick which one I think is gonna run best for me. I don't do that every time, but every now and then I do grab a team from this dude. Here's his YouTube right here. If you guys are in the game, you already know who he is. So we're gonna hop into these battles here. We have Malamar up against the Shoutout champ. Beautiful lead. He's gonna save swap into the Gator. I'm gonna fire that foul play right on good timing. Most likely chip and dip into my own Gator, and I believe I let this go. I'm gonna get to that Hydro Cannon. He's gonna be forced to shield because he did lose that lead. He's gonna want to try to take switch advantage, but I'm gonna expand both shields to not let that happen. And I'm gonna take out his Gator. Most likely that Shoutout champ will be coming back in, and he sends in a Primarina instead. I switch into my Malamar, fire off the Psybeam. This is why I think Psybeam is better than Superpower, and most people are running Superpower, and I know that's what PB Poke says. But Psybeam gets you coverage against Clodsire, gets you coverage against Azumarill, even that yeah, so anyway, even that other Pokemon we had there, I forgot his name though, Popplio Evolution. Yeah, so we have Shadow Granville against my Malamar. That's terrible lead. We're going to swap into the Gator, and he ends up bringing a Charge Bug. And actually, this is great because now I think at this point I might be able to make a second Hydro Cannon, which is awesome, man. Should be taking both shields from that matchup. Now we're up 2 shields, coming with the Clodsire. Clodsire is going to resist all the damage from this Charger Buzz here. We're going to no shield up whatever he's got. It's going to be an X Scissor. I'm going to fire off the Sludge Bomb. Could have probably took him out with an Earthquake, but yeah, I'm going to save some energy, keep my shields. Charger Bug's going to fire off another X Scissor, and then he's going to come in with the, I believe that was for Feraligatr, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it was Lucario. We one-shot the Lucario. Keep poison jabbing this Charger Bug, and then yeah, we're going to take that thing out. What's going to be in the back is going to be that Granville on your top left. GG's. Next lead, Azumarill. This is exactly why I wanted to run Psybeam. Psybeam is going to do some decent damage. Look at that thing. Puts it into the yellow. Save swapping it to the Clodsire. Clodsire is going to draw out the Driftblim. Driftblim is going to be resisting all that damage that I have from Sludge Bomb and Earthquake. And I believe in this moment I forgot that Driftblim was a flying type, and I throw the Earthquake. But actually that might have did decent damage if it wasn't debuffed by that Icy Wind. I let the Clodsire go down, come in with my Feraligatr. I knew that he was going to blind fire an Icy Wind, so I come in, that's resisted damage. At this point I will fire off a Hydro Cannon, and I tried to underfarm a little bit to get like a little extra energy. Poliwrath is going to come in, I save swap into the Malamar. Now this is going to be an Icy Wind coming through. I am debuffed now at this point, but I do have to block this. It's going to be, oh, he baited me with the Ice Beam, and I'm going to go ahead and fire off my Psybeam now. Completely farmed that Azumarill down. Look at that, man. And then I'm able to make it to another Psybeam. Now he's going to have to block that, expand his last shield, and I save swap to my Gator, who is not debuffed anymore, and get the Hydro Cannon down for the W. GG's to the opponent. Next league, Gastrodon. I believe we're going to stay in here, and actually he decides to save swap into a Steelix, and I swapped a ground type into a Pokemon that has a Psychic move, but we're gonna go ahead and eat that Psychic Fangs, and he end up taking a shield out of this, most likely 2 shields. I let both go through, make it to another Earthquake right on time before he fires that next Breaking Swipe. And then I come in with the Feraligatr. Psychic Fangs is going to drop my defense. I come in, I have to shield this up now because I am debuffed, but I am going to be way ahead on energy, and this guy decides to come in with a Clodsire against a Feraligatr that's up like 3 Hydro Cannons. That's going to be a good night right off the bat, debuffed or not. He has no shields left. Come back in with the Malamar. In comes Gastrodon. Gastrodon's going to fire off a Body Slam. Body Slam's going to get some decent damage, not too much though. I have a Psybeam loaded, and I believe I let this go through. Oh no, I do shield this up. That's right, and I end up foul playing this Gastrodon down. And then a Steelix is going to come back in. I save swap into my Feraligatr with a loaded Hydro Cannon. That's going to be a good game and good night. GG's to the opponent. Next lead, we're going to see a Charger Bug. Charger Bug is going to be double super effective with that X Scissor damage, but I go ahead and save my energy and bank all that energy and catch a and I scissor onto my Clodsire. He brings in his own Clodsire. At this point, I'm like a little down, but I'm ahead on energy, so I go ahead and Earthquake the first time. He doesn't respect the Earthquake damage, and at this point, I do have to expand the shield. Even though he just Stone Edged me, I actually probably could have Sludge Bomb baited right here, but I didn't want him to call that bait there, so I end up Sludge Bombing the incoming Exumarill. Able to fire off 2 Sludge Bombs before he's able to get a move off on me. Now we've taken both shield and switch advantage as well. He's going to fire off the Play Rough against my Gator. Gator's going to get hit with that damage a little bit, but we're going to fire back with a Hydro Cannon of our own on the incoming Charge Bug. No shield, the X's are coming through. Now we're able to just completely farm that little bust down. Run that thing over. Expand the shield, and that time he did throw the Play Rough, so that was a good shield right there. I'm able to fire off the Psybeam, and that right there was risky. I could have just fired off a Foul Play and maybe did a Psy Wave down, but I ended up making the Psybeam. That's a good game, well played. Next opponent's going to be Jump Bluff. Jump Bluff is going to most likely have Aerial Ace, and I will no shield that, but that actually would tickle a little bit because I'm the Shadow version. I mean because he's a Shadow version. So I safe swap into my Clodsire. Clodsire is going to get met with an Aurorus. Aurorus is going to Weather Ball me, but I'm able to fire off the Earthquake. That's going to at least pull a shield. And at this point, I do have to come in for Feraligatr. He might have lagged right there, but I'm able to get ahead on energy. Fires off the Meteor Beam, raising his attack, but he's still stuck in this matchup despite the 50-second clock, so I'm able to fire off Hydro Cannon. He lets the thing go down, and I'm able to fire for another Hydro Cannon right on time to this Jump Bluff, and in the back it's going to be a Drapion. Feraligatr is just going on a rampage right here, man. Hydro Cannon after Hydro Cannon. I safe swap into the Malamar, catch a Crunch. Oh, I caught an Aqua Tail, even better. No shield that up as well, and then let the Gator come in for one Shadow Claw down. GG's. This team is freaking awesome, man. Shout out to Yasser Lead for showcasing this team, man. And if you guys are enjoying the battle, and at any time, I would appreciate a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I'm new here. Greatly appreciate your support. We had a floor just right there. He was met with my Clodsire. We're gonna no shield up this drill run coming through. Clodsire is just so bulky, man. He doesn't care, even against his opponents. I'm able to fire on good timing there. I can't really figure out. I don't play with rollout. I don't use Dunsparce, so I don't know the counts that well. I need to study them though. We have a Clefable coming in. Clefable's gonna get a Swift off on my Gator, but I'm able to farm up huge amount of energy. I expand the shield and the Swift this time, and I'm gonna fire off Hydro Cannon number 1. Takes the shield. Hydro Cannon number 2. Swift coming through. Hydro Cannon number 2 coming against the Dunsparce. He's either going to shield or let it go. He lets it go. Fire off another Hydro Cannon against the Clefable. I do get the shield that time. I'm going to build up to... Oof. I could have even swapped out and bank pump for later, but we were able to just completely just Hydro Cannon that thing down. Shadow Feraligatr, man. It's clutch. Next lead is going to be Shadow Driftblim. We're going to build up to that Foul Play and able to make it before he gets the Icy Wind, which is beautiful. At this point, I do have a call to make. Actually, I go ahead and safe swap, and I knew he was going to Icy Wind, so I safe swap into the Gator, take that damage, and then he comes in with his own Gator. Even though I am down, I fire right on time with the Hydro Cannon against him. I'm able to make. At this point, I do have to shield up, and I believe he's going to expand his shield as well, which is going to be perfect. I'm unable to make that third cannon, but that's okay. At this point, we're going to come in with the Malamar. No shield up the Hydro Cannon, let that go down, and we're going to rely on our Clodsire to 1v sweep this whole team right here. He's going to have the Clefable coming in. He's going to go ahead and Swift me. It's going to take like 4 of those to take out the bulky Clodsire. Meanwhile, I'm building up huge amounts of energy, 100% energy. Fire off Sludge Bomb number 1. At this point, I'm going to farm this thing down. What's it going to be? Gator coming back. I have a Sludge Bomb loaded for him, and I believe I undercharged to try to get a little energy. And then it's going to be what's in the back. It was that Shadow Driftblim, and I Sludge Bomb him. Resisted damage, but I'm not debuffed, which is perfect. So I'm able to get the debuff. I get debuffed there, but I'm able to make Sludge Bomb number 2, and that's going to be a good game, well played to the opponent. Next lead, it's going to be Altaria. We're going to farm up. Might safe swap into the Cloud. Yep. Bank all that energy for later. That draws out the Clodsire. I mean, Quagsire. Quagsire is going to be met with the Earthquake. I'm going to no shield up whatever he throws. Doesn't matter. It's going to be an Aqua Tail, but now he's going to go ahead and use his shield the second time on the Sludge Bomb instead of using it the first time on the Earthquake. Would have been smarter, but he decides to let it go. I decide to let it go. In comes Altaria. Meet him with a Feraligatr now. Hydro Cannon is going to do resisted damage against the Altera, of course, but it is going to be super strong as well. So actually, instead, I'm going to go for the full Ice Beam. Send that because he thought I was going to Hydro Cannon him right there, and then it's going to be Quagsire coming back in, met with the Stone Edge, using all of his energy. In the back, it's going to be Alolan Ninetales. Alolan Ninetales is going to get met with the Hydro Cannon #1, and almost a complete farm down with the Malamar. But I fire off the Foul Play, even though it's resisted. He's so low on health, and we have Foul Play #2, and it's going to be a good game to the opponent. Next lead is going to be Charger Bug. Charger Bug's going to, I'm going to do the same play as last time. Try to catch a move onto my Clodsire. I'm unsuccessful with that, but I fire off the Sludge Bomb on good timing to the incoming Shadow Feraligatr. The first one I am going to let go through. And the second one I probably let go through as well. But I'm able to take one of his shields right there and fire, and just barely I could have made a next one right there. But instead I believe I'm going to come in with my Malamar. And expand the shield right here and remain alignment. So I do have switch advantage now, and I have a head on energy. Throw a side beam at the Charger Bug. He wasn't expecting it. Now I do catch a next scissor onto my Feraligatr, knowing that wasn't going to be a discharge. At this point, we'll Shadow Claw this Charger Bug down. He's able to make a safe swap into, I believe there was Golurk. Yeah, Shadow Golurk. He's able to take me out with that Mud Slap, and at this point, I think this is my only loss where I'm unable to make that foul play right there. You see him Pitage me, and that's a good game. Next opponent's going to be Greedent. Greedent, we're going to definitely stay in here, see what he decides to do. It's going to most likely be a Charleblaze. He wants to raise his attack. That's okay. We're going to overfarm on energy and get that superpower off. I believe he... Oof. See, if I had superpower, that would have actually might have even almost KO'd him right there, but I didn't have it. I expand the shield, bank a little energy for later, come with the Clodsire. Clodsire is going to be met with a Body Slam. That's going to draw out a Mega Neum. I'm not sure why you would do that against Clodsire. I'm going to just fire off Sludge Bomb after Sludge Bomb. Maybe he was expecting me to have Poison Stone Edge. I believe that's the standard Clodsire moveset, but I prefer the Sludge Bomb for that reason particularly. Now we're going to be met with a Pelipper. Pelipper's going to have to expand a shield on that Sludge Bomb I had fired off there. We're still way ahead on energy. I'm actually going to just stay in, eat this Weather Ball. I might even bank a little bit for later. No, yeah, I did. That's what I did. And I come in with the Malamar. Still haven't even revealed the Shadow Feraligatr at this point. I'm able to, with 1 HP and a Dream, make another Side Beam. And that's a KO. Good game to the opponent. Next lead is going to be Mantine. Mantine's RIP to him. He got nerfed this season, but I guess someone's still running him here with the Best Buddy badge. That's pretty cool. I do have one myself, which I can't wait to bring back out next time. It's a rank 1 right at 1500 CP. So I stay swapping to my Feraligatr. That draws out the Jump Bluff. I do full send the Ice Beam, and now we've taken both shields way ahead on energy. Put the Ice Beam this thing right out the sky. And he decides to come back in with the Mantine. Mantine is just going to be throwing an Air Lace right here, or a Bubble Beam. But even with the neutral damage from the Ice Beam and being debuffed, I'm still able to chunk at that Mantine right there. Throws another Bubble Beam, and at that point I save a Hydro Cannon for later. And it's going to be met with the Clodsire, and he top left. GG's. Next opponent's going to be Talonflame. Talonflame's going to be met with my move, hopefully right on time. Yep, right before he gets to that to that Flame Charge. Anyway, I safe swap into my Gator. I thought he was going to just throw a Fly right here, so I did shield up. At this point, now we're going to go back and forth for a minute. He's going to shield, because now that he is boosted, but I'm going to be able to outpace him to the next Hydro Cannon. He decides to bank a little bit of energy for later and safe swap into the Gator, and I believe he has a superpower. Oh, I should have fired right away right there, but it's not over till it's over. Now he's debuffed his attack and his defense. At this point, I'm going to Foul Play him. Foul Play is going to do some big damage because he's debuffed. I safe swap into my Clodsire, save a little bit of energy for later, and completely farm this thing down. Eat another Foul Play, but still resisted damage. I mean, superpower. I don't know why he would throw that. Maybe that's all he could make right there. In comes a Greninja. I fire a Earthquake at that thing. He's going to be able to knock me out with 1 Hydro Cannon, but that's okay. Oof. Yeah, this is another loss. Oh no, I'm able to make it. 1 HP in a Dream, I believe. Oh, come on, baby. Yeah, with 1 HP in a Dream, man, I was able to sidewave that thing down and knock the Talonflame out. Good thing I waited right there. GG's to the opponent, though. Next lead is going to be Shadow Gade. Shadow Gade is going to do some big damage with that close combat. He full sends it. Save swap into a Dugong. I'm actually going to chip at the Dugong and then dip because he's so tanky. Or I might even stay in. Let's see how it plays out. I know that my backline is going to take care of that Shadow Gade later, the Clodsire. So at this point, I come in with the Gator to get ahead. fully send the Hydro Cannon at that thing, or just Shadow Clawing at that thing, at this Shadow Glade coming back in. I should be able, oh, he's going to sneak out of there with a little bit of energy, but in comes a Azumarill, it was a Sand Slash, sorry. Sand Slash is going to be met with a couple Hydro Cannons, taking both of his shields. And I do let the Ice Punch go through. Come back in with the Malamar. Malamar's going to throw a Foul Play. Foul Play is going to... Ooh, we're almost able to farm that thing down despite being resisted damage sideways there from the Steel type. Oh, make a quick play with my Feraligatr come in, and then he comes in with the Sand Slash, and I'm able to farm him down with the Clodsire. Good game to the opponent, man. I believe this is the last battle here, and we have Miltank on the lead. I appreciate you guys watching if you're checking it out. I'm going to fire off a Foul Play. Foul Play is going to be met with a Body Slam from Miltank, and I save swap into my Clodsire, and I'm able to bank a little bit of energy for later, and then resist the rollouts that are coming through from this cow. The cow is going to be using a shield and saving a little bit of energy for later. I accidentally just almost backed. I think I actually backed out of the battle there. That could be very costly to the game, but let's see how it plays out. I fire off the Earthquake against the Greedent. It's going to be a no shield against his Trailblaze. He's raised his attack now, so he might actually expand his shield in this matchup. He does. I'm up 2 shields, and he has none. I'm going to fire off the Foul Play. Foul Play is going to be knocking that Greedent out. In comes a couple Body Slams from this Malamar, but little does he know, I do have a full Shadow Feraligatr in the back of him to be met with a Dragonite in the top left. GG's. That team was a lot of fun, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out Yasser. Thank you for the team. Shout out Elam, who created the team. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I would really appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm new here on YouTube. I've only been here about 2 months. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Subscribe to Yasser as well. And hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you in the next one.